Hello and welcome back to Space Tyrant, where I'm going to have to do a mission in the Homeworld before we get bones. Alright, so when a ship is destroyed, all other ships, well, let's just go for the easiest one, to be honest, because the missions are getting pretty long and it's going to be the best to take care of it. Right, so what did we get last time? We got increase your scanning range by 1. I mean, I think the Tyrant's anger is still the best, to be honest, out of the choices that we have. So let's go and conquer the universe. Select your artifacts and perks carefully. We didn't really pay attention to what our mission was, so yeah, great job in selecting them carefully. Right, so it's diabolical plan and conquer again, so it's not the end of the world, it's easy, we can do some interesting things. Gain 1 invasion die for this turn only. Well, we're going to get a lot. We will go straight for the invasion dice, I guess, because that protects our worlds, and then, you know, we don't have any other. We can destroy 3 enemy ships as well, just off the bat. Should I? So let's make life easy. Easy win. That starts us off towards a battleship as well. And then, sure, let's just heal the ship. Right, let's get a volley of attacks on. And then get a meteor strike on him. And he's dusted before he knows it. That card could have been more useful later, but why not? Just do what we can straight away. Right, we get our early bonus to invasions. Planet is captured. Argelian blood fever. Let's collect some samples. That gives us some extra tyranny right off the bat, which allows us to finger some enemies pretty effectively. Right, so that is where they are hiding. We will not be heading there anytime soon. We can get some extra tyranny, but we don't really need it. I mean, we aren't going to be out here anytime soon, so let's reveal their homeworld. One of those, that's their homeworld, isn't it, I guess. Then, unfortunately, we don't have the money to hire anyone, and we don't really have much of an opportunity to do anything. We should go to the Crystal World next, I guess. The vulnerable asteroids could be interesting because we fingered them. So maybe I should... Ooh, they've allied with the Senate straight away. Rebels! Bollocks, this is not going well. Allow a planet to be sieged again. Well, that's interesting. Right, let's take care of these guys. I need more money, and then I will hire someone to go back and deal with those rebels in the Senate. I mean, we aren't planning on withdrawing unless someone gets pretty injured. If they do, then we will withdraw them straight away. And it's already over. Right, he should level up. Yes, perfect. Right, we can invade. We've got far too many invasion die to worry about that failing. Discover a group of traitors in our midst. Right, let's duel their leader. And we take down the leader. And we get a lot of tyranny. I guess our tyranny was causing issues, right? You need to get cooked. And also, we don't really need extra info. Ooh, prison. My base or asteroid screen. I like that. We don't have the money, but next turn we will. And they shouldn't invade us this turn, and then I can invade them next turn. I kind of want to take on their homeworlds. Right, they are waiting to deploy militia, so that is an issue. The rebels are also an issue, but I am not going to be concerning myself with rebels. Rebels? No. Could be... Oh, we don't have the money. That is why. Well, let's get a tightened grip on that so that we can get some money. Oh, okay. Just so we stand a bit better chance against the militia, we need to crush this before it happens. Right, so enemy shield to halves, yes, we'll just do that straight away. Then do a volley of attacks upon them. And then, if you could fire please, that would be very nice. Right, let's get a shield on you. Fire your volley please. I guess that is not happening anytime soon. Right now we can. There we go. Taken out with the perfect victory. Nice, we take the world as well. We get a crystal. We explore the planet for nothing. We could siege it again. It is only 3. I mean, is it interesting to do that? I don't know. Requires siege planet. Already invaded. You know, I kind of don't get what that is, so let's just finger these. I mean, you've got sacrificial healing, but I have sexual healing. Ooh, what a feeling. That is a pretty bad meme there that I made up. Right, so he doesn't have large ships. Let's go. Let's get a meteor strike on there as well. So we can just own it from easy modes. And then that should be nice. Done. Dusted. Let's invade. Do we have anything that... I mean... Yeah, that... I don't know how that's working, to be honest. Maybe it's because it's not technically a planet. So, this time let's help the Overlords. The Overlords appreciate the insistence. -1 unrest, okay. I'm okay with that, I like reducing the unrest. That doesn't help us either. Right, you are going to deal with the militia, to be honest. You might be in trouble here, but I think in fact you are in trouble. Let's eviscerate that big guy actually, and then we'll see who needs a geo shield. You need a geo shield for sure. Let's get a volley of attacks on, and then hopefully we'll take out their big guy soon. Right, you start regenerating. You need to seal that breach. And then we've taken care of a few of their things. Right, seal that breach, get a shield on him. Because we don't want to lose our big guy. Right, we've taken care of their big guy. It's now not as concerning. We will not lose our big guy, hopefully. And that should be fine. They're getting meteors randomly. Right, so we've taken it already. So our serial killer assassin has given us the cards. 2 cards. We need to start using these cards. Right, let's reduce the unrest. Let's get the Empire income up. We can add a dreadnought to a fleet. I mean, dreadnought is a pretty big ship. Does anyone have the room? You might. Right, let's go. You should have the room for the dreadnought. Yeah, good. And then that makes us not throw away cards. And now you're a nice big fleet as well. Now that's with the Selates. So we will need to be taking care of that. The rebels are going to be an issue again. I mean, what can I do about these rebels? I guess we need to... I don't know how it's working, to be honest, the sieged planet thing. Right, you take care of that. Then just attack them easy modes and get rid of them before that militia comes out. Space capitalism. Oh, we don't really have frigate room, so let's get a respite on. And let's just Geocities burst them on the big guy. And then he's dusted already. And then that guy's dusted already. And we win. Space capitalism is no accident. We win without even need to do it. Ooh, and it's a hackable planet. We can draw a new card. Well, I mean, we've got a lot of cards. So I don't think we need to do that anytime soon. Let's get some tyranny. Just to use up the card, right? You've got a space prison there. Go free the guy. And get some extra people. Launch 2 fighters per energy, but I'm gonna go heavy hitters because we've got a large ship. Right, get a volley of attacks on for a couple of instances, then we'll see who's suffering the most. You are taking a lot of fire, so I will give you the shields. You should hopefully survive. You aren't taking any hits. Fighter squadron. Oh dear, we lost one. So, you know, the one that I was like, you're not really going to need it, is the one that perhaps needed it the most. And his weakness defends us. Militia is now level 2. Let's just invade. Easy win. Now we free our friends. And then we find a tight cluster of graphitic anomalies. We don't have the required exploration trait. Let's attempt to bypass it. Yeah, that didn't really help. It's not normally what I do. Normally I do other things. Let's get another cruiser. For the bruiser. Oh dear, there's a space whale. That is not good. He's gonna kill all of my people. It's a space shark even. That's even worse than a space whale. Can we... We don't have any sieged planets. I guess I should do it before we go and attack anything. You know, whilst we're sieging it. Right, so all large ships deal double damage. I think that is what we're going to do because we've got a couple of large ships. And get some double damage off of those guys. And then we need to geoshield this guy before he dies. You also need to start regenerating because they are taking us out. Right, we've taken one of them, they've taken one of us. Right, regenerate, please. Dead. Dusted. These guys were no joke. Right, you need to get shielded because he's already dead. Told you. We volleyed at nothing. That guy was no joke. DJ days. Right, so we're not sieging this planet. Actually, I think I'll take the hints and get an extra destroyer. Because these guys again may be no joke. They're a full squadron. Let's do a laser blast and take care of their guys. Let's get some volleys of our own out there. And Geocities shields. Not fantastic, but we will take it. Let's get a volley of attacks on and then let's get a slower volley a bit later to take him out. Shield your breaches, please man. Damn it. I should have really been paying attention there. Right, we are inspired. Get an attack on. Right, who is getting attacked? You are. So you get shielded, although that guy's probably taking more hits now than the other guy was. And there's clouds. Right, you have a cloud as well. I think we are okay. We may yet survive. Right, get a shield. We took one hit, and then the other one got shielded. Right, nice volley of attacks on him, and then it should just melt him without us having to do anything else. Without anyone else being in trouble, to be honest. Greenfoot. Right, let's just shield. Take care of one of the hits. Because he did that Pokey Patch thing, which is for Pokemon, not for ships. And caused us some problems. Right, so we can get more ships, we're going to invade, we will win it no matter what. Not just because we got the high roll, but because it only was a 2 and we can do less than 2. So let's employ him or let him rot. Well, let's employ him as a hitman, we normally do that, and -3 on rest, yeah, it's not the end of the world. Right, so is there anything else that we can do? We could draw a card, but I don't particularly want to do that. So, processing the turn for the Senate, they're now in trouble. They are heading for our homeworld. Our homeworld is relatively safe, although now it's kind of in trouble. I should send someone home before they invade us, because they're with the Senate now, right? So 1, 2, yeah. You, I'm afraid, need to make your way back and take care of them. Although actually I could just finger them. Right, let's get rid of some of these cards. Right, you need to go to the shipyards. Right, let's get a battleship and then another cruiser. And then I should have death rayed them, to be honest, but we're gonna take down DJ Days. He's bolstered up again, I think, actually. We took care of more than one of his ships, right? I mean, let's stun one of his enemies. Who's the biggest issue? You, probably. You fired first. Right, Geo Shield on this guy, and then get a Pulse Beam on that, I guess. You've got a Breach, so we're going to want to regenerate you as well, because you've got a Breach. And then not melt, hopefully, this time. We are going to shield you up again, because you are in issues. Right, Pulse Beam on that and just win. Thank you! Right, mediocre, but this Space Shark may still come for us. Right. Multi-limb life forms. Let's capture one of them. We got a pet, okay. We've had that before, but that was in the tutorialization, so it might not have actually taken, to be honest. Right, so now we're getting gold per turn. We're going to run away from the space whale when we can. Let's get our research on. Jade Fortress for some extra health. You are going to... Sure, let's take these guys on. Because we can. We should win this one. Right, let's max out our power meter after we do a meteor strike, and then we'll Geo Burst on their big guy and just get some volleys in. And then that should be an easy win. Right, regenerate. Doesn't go across, does it? Space is a hearth mistress. Stone Hair, Bucky O'Hare is leveling up. We will win this because we can't not win it. We've got the planets, we've got some research, and then we're going to collect some samples for some more research. I mean, the fast missile racks is the best one for us because I like to attack faster. We're not really taking advantage of the siege thing because, you know, everything's just automatically getting reduced by us capturing. Right, that's now allies with the Senate, so it's even bigger problems. Right, I have some issues to take care of. Right, you're back alive. So you, I mean, if I give you a cruiser, and then I fire my finger at these guys. They're just dusted, apparently, and then yeah, I just don't get it. Right, let's just invade it. Let's get our invasion types back, but because that failed, I can still use my orbital strike. There we go. Right, and then we can hack it, which we couldn't do before. So it now has a power. Gain additional siege die per turn. Yeah, I just don't think that works on any planet. We can get additional siege dice for this. I really should have used them cards, to be honest, shouldn't have I? Right, you start making your way up here to get towards these guys. I could take the Space Whale's home planet. I mean, he's coming for us regardless. So I'm taking your homeworld. Then if you come for us, at least we got something out of it. It appears our serial killer's been here. Our unrest is pretty good, so I'm just going to give him a stern lecture and see what happens. Stuff like you last year, pledge to better from now on, you can't help but feel it's insincere. That didn't really do anything, did it? Space Shark is coming for us. You no longer have to head back home because the guys respawn back. Right, let's get a battleship, let's get a cruiser. Right, you're now upgraded. Let's get our attack back on. Right, we're not controlling enough and we're not using enough crystals. They've now allied with the Senate. They've come closer to our homeworld. Well, we will take them out. It is okay. We will also finger them because we can. I mean, let's get rid of the card. Let's take them, take back our property, and then prevent them from getting there. For great leader! Let's get some frigates and frig their asses. And we will melt them before they get a chance to do anything, essentially. Because they're the terrible ships that get melted in an instant. Well, not quite. And then, now they're melted. Shame has overwhelmed you. Yes, this has. We get to re-explore. Unable to track all the debris in this system, you receive no warning as asteroids begin slamming your fleet. Let's just endure it. We'll probably lose a ship. Asteroid storms are in fact of life in space. 3 ships destroyed. Holy shit. Well, time to go to the shipyard. I was planning on retrofitting anyway. So yeah, I mean, it needed to be changed about and given a better front line. Right, let's get our research on so we can get a tactical volley or the regeneration field that extends to multiple ships, which is what we want. Mercenaries give us an additional siege die, which we don't really care for right now. We've got mercenaries and mercenaries for days. And a renowned assault that we just can't use on anything. And I don't know how to use that. No, we shouldn't have too much of a problem here. I guess maybe if we fail with the siege die, it allows us to do an additional siege roll maybe. Right, so let's just eviscerate one of these. And then Geo shields this guy, I guess. Because he seems like he's getting focused. And we'll pulse beam on this guy just to melt him. And then do some tactical volleys on the guy that actually needs to die. Thank you. Shame should overwhelm you. Why not? All the dice in the world. 11 damage. Just for the fun of it, and to use up some crystals. System is hoping the... Well, we're not going to commandeer the races this time. The champion is hesitant at first, but quickly warns you the subject and gains many interesting facts about high-speed manoeuvring. So we get some experience. That is a gold planet. He didn't come for us, so I'm concerned that he's going to get us on the way out. He's just going to... It's a one-way system. I see. Right. Well, we don't want to take on the space whale, so I'm going to end my turn. And see if he moves along. No, he came back. Well, we were going to face him anyway. I maybe should have went for the actual attack in that instance. Right, pulse beam on him. Let's get our volleys on. And then, what does he do? He chomps down on us. Right, so regeneration field to protect everything. Then we'll put that because he's focusing him. And then, yeah, he's so dead, isn't he? You are dusted before we even get a chance to get out of here. And that regeneration field is not going to save him. It can save this guy maybe. Right, he's getting focused and right, you need to get saved. We are not getting out of this Geordi LaForge Cyclops Shark at all. He is going to own our ass before we get a chance. It would have been nice to get withdraw, but we don't get any effects with a big entity, unfortunately. Yeah. I'm okay, we stole his worlds. We can take this before it deploys militia as well, which is good for me. Right, you take it. That saves it. Deep inside a nebula, finds a ship. Right, let's send in a ship. And we get some gold out of this. Right, so nothing else back here. You are also going to come this way, just because it leads to more sectors, segments. Right, so we can add 2 frigates, or we can siege something again. I'm going to take this world because it is a red world. And a hub world, and gets us further into the field, to be honest. So, all large ships deal double damage. He only has 1 large ship, so I am going to do that. And then we'll just focus his big ship as soon as we can, and it's done. And dusted already. Right, regeneration field. Let's get a volley on. And then we should be good. And there is nothing he can do to stop us. Nothing at all. We can put a geo shield out, but we don't need to do that. Let us invade. He has also upgraded, so he gets more ships if he wants them. If we get something good out of this. The custom on this planet is to terminate beings. Well, I mean, let's witness the ceremony this time, just to do something different. So did you know you were going to be the sacrifice you escaped with the help of your bodyguards? Oh dear. Well, we got curious as a trait, which is good because we wanted some new traits. Right, let's give you some frigates. And we'll put you at the back. And then, yeah, that sort of works. Although, let's get command carrier out there as well. That's not kind of what I wanted, but it'll do. Yeah, sure, that works. And then we can finger something. Our unrest is getting a bit unmanageable. There, yeah, everything's okay. I'm okay with it. We don't need mercenaries. They've suddenly allied with them. They're getting ready to deploy militia, so they're our next target. And our big fleet should take them out no problem. We can get some cards, which we will do. And then we can... We don't really care about unrest. It's not really an issue. We've mitigated the unrest suitably in this system. Right, yeah. Meteor strike, and we'll max it out, and then we'll just send a boarding party in, and then we'll get ready for a geoburst on the other guy, and then dust in the winds is all that they are. Dust in the winds. That's why you should be with us, Mr. Rabbit Boy. You shouldn't be with the enemy. You are hoplite like us. You should not be going against us. Let's study them. A gigantism gives us limited research. Extra health, or increased damage and duration of the beam power. I like my things surviving, so we will do that. And then I will burn your ships, all of your ships, because we are just so good with our death ray. I didn't realise it went up to 2 to 6, which is impressive. I kind of expected it to take some of them, but not all of them. Right, you are gonna head round here, because everyone else is going right, so why not? Right, we can make someone overdrive, and gives us more attack damage, so I kind of want to attack with it rather than just take that world. So we will give it to you, and then you will take this world. We will be prepared. Oh shit, maybe not. I was going to say be prepared to take on their home ship for once, but then I saw how many ships they had in orbit around it, and I am not prepared for that. Right, let's send a boarding party, and then just volleys, because they're dust already. We're too good for them. Yep, our new government is going to... Well, we don't have the things to do that. But we have the dice to take it out anyway, so it doesn't matter. We take the planet, and we're also already pretty much getting there. A strange echo deep in the crushing depths of a gas giant. Let's modify a ship to get in there. And battleship tech too. So we get our photo beams as well anyway, but look at all of those ships. I kind of want to take them out. How many? 16 or 18? Yeah, we can do it without having to. We'll take this planet and then we will attack. This is the launch on the way. Right, so heavy hitters, or let's just max out our thing. We will send a boarding party, and then we will just go kaboosh. And then you get phyto beams, and then just everything volley on you and open up on you so that you're dead and dusted before you can even touch us. Yep, our government is definitely what you should be going with here. 4 damage. And then maybe I will finger you guys with my death ray. Maybe I'm getting overconfident here and we shouldn't really be doing this. Let's give him another stern lecture, see what happens. Still insincere, it didn't really do anything, but we're already at maximum tyranny. I just want to take them for the BM, to be honest. The ultimate BM. You're fortifying. There's so many ships in orbit though, but I want to take it. I want to take them on. We really didn't do that much damage to them. This is pretty dumb, what I'm doing. We can still take that after, yeah. We've got to win anyway. Let's just throw our guys at it and then we can just take that easy win. Destroy the great, dishonor the great leader. We can, oh my god, they've got a lot of big ships, haven't they? I've got to eviscerate that guy, to be honest, and then we'll send a boarding party his way and get ready with a meteor strike straight away. And then we will think about doing the regeneration fields because things are taking damage. Right, let's get a volley on. Let's get some volleys on. This is definitely the big battle of all big battles that we've ever taken down. We've never taken on such a big command fleet as this. We're losing a lot of ships. We have lost far too many ships. But we got through level 1. We've got one more fleet of our own to send in after this as well. Ooh. Right. We can stun one of their ships. Let's stun him. Let's send a boarding party straight at him. And then let's get a meteor swarm on the go because we need to cook a few of their ships. Right, we are in trouble here. Regeneration field, save some of my guys the best we can. Geoburst on this guy just because he's highlighted. He seemed like the best target. Right, let's get our meteor storm charged up. We've got an inspire on our regeneration. Oh no, it's the boarding party. Damn it. If I'd have known that, I'd have saved up for the boarding party and fired it off before he died. Shit, seal the breach. We're dead. Boss, we've got one more fleet to throw at them. Right, get meteor swarms. Oh yes. One ship left. If I'd have fired that off sooner, we might have survived. You are dusted though. I am going to take your home world. Okay, well, I mean, does it matter what I do? We are going to win. Right, boarding party. Let's get a volley out there. Let's get some volleys on him, and we've won. Right, let's invade. Wait, no. Let's be smart. We can get an additional siege dice. Now we'll invade. 7 damage. I want to take their home worlds. I mean, we can take that, but I want to take their home worlds. So, I'm going to end my turn rather than... I can use this, I forgot. Give me a crit. We've got to win by taking that world. I am not taking it any other way. We will take their home worlds. Right, so you are going to come up here and not actually do anything. We're not going to take the easy win. Yeah, ally with the Senate. Get your agitators ready. We are taking your home worlds. There is nothing you can do about it. Oh dear. We're going to orbital strike it. And then we're just going to invade it. Yeah. And we're going to win. Victory by taking your home world. Senate forces destroyed. Victory. Burner of bees. Killed a large number of berserk and face smash destroys a huge number of enemy ships. 12 turns. But I wanted to get their home world for once. You know, I've been cucked out of it so many times that I had to. Senate forces advance. One there, one there. I get the feeling that maybe that could really screw you. Attacking on torpedo cards. Or plus 15% ship health. I like ship health. So we will take that. So, join us again for some more. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.